Hello, my darlings. Oh, hell no. Um, hello, Ikawa-san? What is it with these group chats? Hello, everyone. Hey, yeah. Oh, you are here too? Don't sound so disappointed. Oh, I haven't been in these for a while. Hello. What do you want, Oikawa? Glad you ask. I have a challenge for you. Oh, hell no. I'm interested. Me too. What did I miss? Backread. Oh, okay. I kinda want to get back at Hero for that last challenge. Oh, can I add someone? Yeah, me too. Sure, the more the merrier. I'm getting scared now. Tsum Tsum added Twin Sitter to the chat. Guess Monster added Redhead Beanpole to the chat. What the heck? Hi? Hello, Aran. Aran-kun. Hey, Osamu. Atsumu. Okay, what's the challenge? Saying you don't deserve me to your boyfriend. What the hell, Oikawa? That's a bit harsh, isn't it? I'm not doing that. Why would you even do that? Oh, come on, it will be fun. You have a very different definition of fun then. I kinda want to see Toshi's reaction though. I'm not hurting Shigeru. Same. You know Akira tends to get insecure, right? You can comfort them after. Did something happen between you and Eva? No, not at all. Okay, something definitely happened. Hey, I'm just a little angry. Why do you drag us into your relationship problems? I told you, it will be fun. Or at least interesting. Why me though? Omi might be a better choice. Because if Sakusa told you that, you would cry and your brother would tear him to shreds. True. So you admit it can make our boyfriends cry, and yet you still want us to say it? Yep. That's messed up. Come on, it won't be that bad. Who's in? I am. I think Mori will get mad, but okay, I like living on the edge. I'm in. Okay. I don't like this, but I'm in. Fine. I don't think Haya will take me seriously anyway, so I'm in. I don't want to do this. Come on, Shirabu, it will be fine. Alright, I'm in. In your best interest, I hope this won't make Shin cry. I'm blaming you if something goes wrong. Fine. Fine, but just in case, leave this convo ready to show to your boyfriends when they cry because they think we don't love them anymore. Jeez. That's actually not a bad idea. Alright, but no half-assed challenge. You have to be convincing. I hate this already. Same, honestly. Now, stop complaining and go forth. May the best reaction win. Yeah, couple therapy. Shush. Tendo bit his lip, thinking about how to do this challenge. He had to admit it was a harsh one, but he still wanted to see Ushijima's reaction. The ace was supposed to come home in just a few minutes, so he had only a little time to think of the best way to go about it. I just hope Toshi won't get too sad. He decided to try a similar tactic as with the previous challenge and arranged the few last cookies on the plate. They might be needed this time. It didn't take long for the door to click. Tendo quickly hid the plate out of sight, but otherwise didn't move from the kitchen and said to the bar. Satori? Are you home? In the kitchen. Oh, alright. I won't disturb you. Tendo had to smile at his boyfriend's way of thinking, as if he didn't know Tendo loved it when he stopped at the kitchen when he was cooking. Actually, can you come here? Sure. Do you need anything? Kinda. A moment later, Ushijima appeared in the kitchen, looking at Tendo with a slightly confused expression. I thought you are cooking. Not now. But can you sit, please? Ushijima tilted his head, reminding Tendo of a puppy, and obediently sat opposite him. Did something happen? Tendo took a deep breath. I was thinking recently about us. Ushijima furrowed his brow. Why are you saying it so seriously? What's wrong? Tendo cleared his throat. This is harder than I thought, even though it's not for real. You don't deserve me, Wakatoshi. A heavy silence fell in the room. Ushijima blinked a few times, his expression slowly morphing into completely baffled. Tendo would normally found it adorable, but right now he was starting to worry. Wakatoshi? Do you really think that? Yeah? Ushijima's shoulders fell. I see. He slowly stood up. Wakatoshi? Excuse me for a moment. He headed further into their apartment without another word. Tendo watched his boyfriend's back with worry. That was not the reaction he expected, and Ushijima's obviously acted calm was starting to scare him. He quickly got up and rushed to the bedroom where he saw Ushijima walking into. The spiker was sitting hunched over on their bed, his back to the door. But even like that, Tendo noticed the weird stiffness in the other's shoulders. Toshi? Ushijima didn't react. It almost seemed like he didn't even notice Tendo was there. Everything was just eerily quiet. Tendo carefully walked around the bed, not sure what to do. I'm sorry, Toshi. Please talk to me. How long have you been thinking that? Tendo froze, panic rising in his chest upon hearing Ushijima's strangled voice. He noticed a small box in his boyfriend's hands as he gently ran his fingers over it. I wasn't really thinking about it. Ushijima raised his eyes, and Tendo's heart shattered when he saw the wet trails running down Ushijima's cheeks. Then what happened? Why now? Toshi. Is it because I'm not expressive? Or because I spent too much time on volleyball? Or... Ushijima sniffed, the sound breaking Tendo's heart even more. I'm sorry I made you feel that way. Did you have to pretend for a long time? Tendo's eyes widened. No, I was never pretending, ever since we started dating. Then, what changed? Is that why you want to go to Paris? To get away? What? No, that's not why. Ushijima smiled sadly, handing Tendo the box. I guess I won't need this anymore. Tendo took a quick look inside. Guilt squeezed his chest. He wrapped his arms around Ushijima, pulling him as close as physically possible. Ushijima froze, uncertainly hugging him back. Satori? Tendo squeezed him harder, battling his own tears. I'm so sorry, Toshi. I'm so stupid. I didn't mean a word I said before, I swear. If anything, I don't deserve you. You are the greatest human being I've ever met, and I'm the luckiest person alive to be with you. It was just a challenge. I wanted to see your reaction, but I never wanted to hurt you like this. Ushijima was quiet for a moment before letting out a long exhale. He dried his eyes and hid his face in Tendo's shoulder. You scared me, Satori. I thought you were with me just because you felt bad. Tendo inwardly cursed his curiosity. He ran his fingers through Ushijima's hair, feeling the other slowly relaxing in his arms. Of course not, silly. I'm with you because I love you. I've doubted a lot of decisions in my life, but I've never doubted my feelings. Are you sure? I don't want you to be uncomfortable with me. I will respect your decision, no matter what it is. I've never been more comfortable with anyone else. You were the first person to accept me as I am, and you were there for me whenever I needed you. Remember that one time I climbed through your dorm window at midnight because I had a nightmare? Ushijima chuckled, the deep but pleasant sound resonating through both of their bodies. Of course. You were scared to go through the hallway because you dreamed about a shadow monster crawling there. Yep. You just hugged me and let me sleep in your bed without any objections, even though I woke you up in the middle of the night and came in through the window like a madman. That's when I knew I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Ushijima sniffed. Thank you, Satori. For what? For being with me. Even though I'm weird. Oh, please. As if you could be weirder than me. They both laughed, the tense atmosphere disappearing and being replaced by an air of familiarity and content. Tendo took out the two long-distance bracelets from the box he still held in his hand. Where did you get these? I've met with Shirabu recently. He and Eita use them when he's out of the city for concerts. I thought it was a nice idea, especially since you'll be leaving soon. Tendo smiled and connected their lips. It's a great idea. And we still have almost 2 months before I leave. That's plenty of time. It's never enough time with you. Tendo blushed. You sweet talker. To think I almost shortened the time because of a challenge. Can you forgive me? Ushijima took one of the bracelets from Tendo's hand and put it around the redhead's wrist. There's nothing to forgive. You didn't mean it. That's what matters. Tendo smiled and did the same with the second bracelet, fastening it around Ushijima's wrist. He then entwined their fingers together. Would you like some cookies as damages? I made your favorite. And then we can have a nice dinner together. What do you say? Ushijima smiled and pressed a tender kiss on Tendo's forehead. I'd love that. Shirabu would gladly take his phone and smash it against the nearest wall. He knew Oikawa's challenges were stupid, but he didn't expect something like this. He didn't want to say those words to Semi. Contrary to the popular belief, he would never hurt his boyfriend intentionally. He might have been rude to him in high school, but that was behind them now. He was looking forward to finally spending some time with Semi after the older came back from his last tour. Better do it fast so the rest of the time is calm. He was just finishing up in his work, whereas Semi was out to meet up with some people from the music industry who apparently wanted to offer his band some kind of deal. Shirabu couldn't be more proud of his boyfriend's success, even though it meant they didn't spend as much time together as before. But that was okay. As long as Semi came back to him, nothing bothered him and nothing could ruin their relationship. Apart from some stupid challenge. I hope Eita will believe me when I tell him it's just a challenge. His phone dinged with a new text from Semi. Private chat. Hey Kenji, sorry the meeting might be a bit longer than I thought, but we signed the contract. Are you proud of me? I am, and it's okay. When do you think you'll get home? No idea. They want us to go to the bar to celebrate the contract signing, so it might be a bit late. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, love. You know I would rather be there with you than with these people. It's fine. Just don't drink too much, okay? I can't pick you up if you get drunk. I promise. I'll have someone drive me home if anything, okay? But don't wait for me too long. I know you must be tired from work. It's not that bad. I'll wait for you, okay? Okay. I'll text you when I leave the bar. Love you. Be careful. Love you too. Shirabu couldn't help but smile at the messages. Semi was always so sweet when he felt guilty, and Shirabu secretly loved the attention he got in those moments. He hit the phone and sped up to get home as soon as possible. He checked the clock again, frowning slightly at the numbers. It was shortly past midnight. Semi still hadn't texted him he's leaving, and Shirabu was starting to get worried. Unfortunately, he didn't have a contact for any members of Semi's band, so he couldn't call to ask about his boyfriend. Don't be hurt somewhere, please. 100 different scenarios ran through his mind, one worse than the other. So many potential dangers could be waiting for Semi on the way. He could get hit by a car, or get jumped somewhere, or get into a fight in the bar, or... There was a loud bang as something slammed into the main door of the apartment. Shirabu startled, his heart jumping into his throat. His first thought was that someone was going to rob them, but the rational part of him soon realized they probably wouldn't smash into the door in a full apartment complex. Loud banging resonated through the room. Shirabu! Shirabu groaned and rushed to the door to stop his stupid boyfriend before he woke up the whole house. Semi was a bit wobbly on his feet, but at least it seemed like he could stand on his own. A wide smile spread on his face when he saw Shirabu. Shira! Keep it down, Eita. The smile was immediately replaced by a pout. I'm just happy to see my darling, and you are so mean to me. Where is my kind Kenjiro? You are not my Kenjiro. Shirabu sighed and carefully dragged Semi inside. Your Kenjiro is now quite annoyed with you. Oh, really? But why? Doesn't he like me anymore? Shirabu set Semi to the table in the kitchen and pushed a glass of water towards him. You promise you'll let him know when you leave the bar, remember? A look of absolute horror appeared on Semi's face. If Shirabu wasn't half relieved, half annoyed, he would probably burst out laughing. I forgot. I have to text him. Eita, I'm right in front of you, and you are already home. Semi stopped digging through his pockets and looked around, a bit of realization flashing in his eyes. Oh, you're right. How did you even get home? Echiko dropped me here. He said I can't go alone, so he drove me home. Here. Did I make you worried? Yes, you did. I was going crazy here. He sighed in exasperation. You really don't deserve me. Semi froze, staring at Shirabu with wide eyes. Eita? I don't. He stayed completely still with a broken expression, and Shirabu panicked, seeing the tears rolling down Semi's face. Oh shit. No. He jumped up and knelt to Semi's side, hugging him tightly. I'm sorry, Eita. I shouldn't have said that. Not now. Semi still didn't move, and Shirabu's heart dropped. I thought you are proud of me. I am. I am proud of you, I swear. I did everything I could to deserve you. I know your parents hate me because I didn't have a proper job, but I thought when I got the other one and the contract, I'm finally worth it. Do you hate me now too? Did I fail again? Shirabu's heart shattered. He knew his parents gave Semi hell for pursuing his beloved music, but he thought Semi knew he didn't care about their blessing. You didn't fail, love. Not now or ever. I don't care what my parents think. I pity them because they don't see the amazing person you are. The person I love the most, no matter what. I'm sorry I said that. It was just a challenge, but I still shouldn't. I shouldn't have said that, ever. But I made you worried and angry. I was scared you got hurt because you didn't text me, but I'm not angry. I can't be mad at you, remember? Semi took a shattered breath. Yeah, you said that, right? Yes, and I mean it. I'm proud of you for what you achieved. I would be proud of you even if you were still just playing in clubs, because you went for what you love no matter what others said. I couldn't do that. He could finally feel Semi's arms wrapping around his shoulders. His shirt was a bit soaked, but he didn't care, especially because he soaked Semi's shirt too. I love you, Kenji. Love you too. He pulled away a bit, just to see into Semi's glossy eyes. Come on now, let's change and get some sleep, okay? It's late. Will you stay with me? Shirabu caressed his cheeks. Of course. I'm not going anywhere. I promise. Matsun wondered what exactly led Oikawa to do a challenge like this. In their high school days, he would know immediately if something was going on. But since they all went their own ways and saw each other rather sporadically, he could only guess. I bet if Izumi did something stupid again. Or Oikawa was being dramatic again. He wasn't sure if he wanted to do the challenge or not. He wanted to get back at Maki for the last time, but on the other hand, Maki didn't know he had a crappy day that day, and this challenge was harsher than his. On top of that, Maki seemed a bit down lately. Matsun tried to ask him about it, but he refused to talk, and Matsun didn't want to pry. And he definitely didn't want to add to his boyfriend's misery. He waited for Maki to return from some secret mission he went on earlier in the afternoon. It was something Maki did a lot recently, and Matsun was left wondering what exactly his boyfriend was doing. He refused to fall into a spiral of overthinking, but sometimes an intrusive thought made its way into his mind. The fact that Maki never said a word about those mysterious strips certainly didn't add to the whole picture. He shook his head, stopping that train of thoughts. He can't be cheating. He's not like that. The door shut closed. Matsun leaned back on the chair. Welcome home. Maki paused, looking at Matsun as if he saw him for the first time in his life, and Matsun took note of the deep scowl on his face. Oh, I didn't know you were here. Where else would I be? I'm usually here after work. Maki's frown deepened. Matsun bit his lip, unsure if he should press further or not. How did it go? What? Whatever you have been doing for the past week or so. Maki clenched his jaw, narrowing his eyes at him. So you waited for me here to interrogate? What? No, I'm just curious. You haven't told me where you go or when you are coming back. I was worried. I don't have to announce where I go. I'm not a child. I never said that. I would just prefer to know where you are. That was apparently a wrong thing to say as Maki clenched his fists, looking more pissed than ever before. Sure you would. Why don't you put a tracker on me then? Matsun was taken aback by Maki's angry tone. He'd never seen him this defensive. What are you talking about? I would never do that. But you could get hurt and I wouldn't even know where to look for you. Oh, right. You weren't thinking about me cheating, right? Wasn't that the first thought you had? What? No. Maki scoffed. Yeah, sure. Because that's the only thing I could possibly be doing, right? Hiro, enough. What has gotten into you? I was genuinely worried about you. I don't care what you do as long as I know you are alright. Oh, please, stop being almighty. You think having a stable job and paying for everything gives you right to scold me? I'm trying, for fuck's sake. I'm trying. He let out a strangled sob and slumped on the chair, his face in his palms. Matsun hesitantly knelt in front of his boyfriend and reached for his shoulder, half expecting the other to swear him away. Hiro, what's wrong? I've never seen you like this. I swear I don't think you are cheating on me. I just want to know what troubles you so much. Maki looked at him with teary eyes. I'm sorry. I had a horrible day and week, and I just took it out on you. I'm so sorry. Shh, it's okay. That happens sometimes. You don't get it. I feel so bad that you are the one paying for everything. The rent, the food, everything goes from your wallet. I tried. I tried to find some job, but it's like I'm cursed. I've been going on interviews this whole week, but they just always say they are looking for someone different. I just don't want to be a leech. Matsun was left speechless. He cupped Maki's face, making him look straight at him. You are not a leech. It's not your fault you don't have a job right now. You said it, you are trying. I make enough to support us both until you find your job. But I want to help you. You are doing everything and I don't deserve you, I say. Matsun almost laughed at the irony. Instead, he caressed Maki's cheeks, wiping away the wet trails. Don't say things like that. You will find a job. Until then, I'll happy to support you in every way I can. But... No buts. Do I have to remind you that you keep me sane? He sighed, pushing away the images that had been haunting him for years, especially when Maki wasn't around. I don't know what I would do without you. Maki blinked a few times before wrapping his arms around Matsun's neck. I'm sorry, dear. Don't be, just... Why didn't you tell me? I didn't want you to think I'm disappointment when I didn't get the job. I could never think you are a disappointment. I don't want you to stress because you don't work right now. I'm sure it will all work out eventually. Maki smiled and Matsun's heart fluttered. See? Much better. Maki's smile grew even wider. But seriously, what did I do to deserve you? Well, remember all those pranks we pulled on Oikawa and others in high school? Yeah, that must be it. Thank you, Issei. For everything. Matsun pressed a small kiss on Maki's lips. Anytime. Now, wanna watch something? I think that series you watch is on right now. Can we just go to sleep? I'm exhausted. And I'll be with you the whole night. I promise. Matsun smiled weakly. Alright then.